Brian's advantage went beyond mere numbers. He was much better at psychological manipulation. The Ice Killer played mind games that left both his brother and the entire Miami Metro department dancing to his tune. Brian Moser's ability to psychologically manipulate everyone around him revealed a level of emotional intelligence that Dexter, for all his charm, couldn't match.
Stay where you are. I'm armed.
Brian created psychological triggers specifically designed to unlock Dexter's repressed memories. The doll parts in the refrigerator, the bloodless corpses arranged in familiar locations, the hotel room drenched in blood. Each was a calculated psychological catalyst aimed at his brother's subconscious. While Dexter struggled to understand basic human emotions, Brian expertly weaponized them. His manipulation extended well beyond Dexter. Brian seduced Deborah Morgan so completely that she fell in love with him, never suspecting his true nature until it was too late. He played the role of caring boyfriend perfectly, making her feel special and understood while using her to access information about the investigation targeting him. When he finally revealed himself, the psychological damage was devastating to say the least. The police department fared no better against Brian's mind games either. He left false evidence that sent them pursuing phantom leads, planted
of stories by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle from 1891 to 1927. He's a pop culturally important icon and a foundational figure in the crime and mystery genres of fiction that have continued all the way to the present day. The character has been adapted and reimagined and referenced more than any other fictional character, except of course for Jesus Christ. The character's so instantly recognizable that, if you strap a hat and coat and pipe onto a teddy bear and put it in the window of your shop, people will come in asking how many thousands of pounds they can give you for the Sherlock bear.
Three thousands of pounds.
Well, here it is.
There's many direct film adaptations, including 2 fun romps made by Guy Ritchie of all people. There's a bunch of old film serials, and there's a whole bunch of famous actors who've had a turn playing him. There's multiple different television versions, an animated series set in the 22nd century where he got frozen for hundreds of years, and also Watson is a robot for some reason. And a Canadian children's TV series starring Sherlock's great-grandniece Shirley Holmes. Entirely of a man running around implying he used to do cool shit is a bad story. Moffat simply doesn't write in the way that's required to pace and execute a full series of television. Which leads us to the problem of him getting to do that with Sherlock. What made the original stories so popular was the fact they were self-contained. Apart from a few scant references to other events or the year the story takes place, nothing connects the Sherlock Holmes stories to each other as a singular narrative. On top of that, Holmes and Watson don't change all that much as people over the course of all those stories. This was hugely beneficial to the impact of the work, because it meant that even though there were tons of stories, a person could get a complete narrative without the idea that they were missing too much if they read one of them. It also meant that since there wasn't a larger overarching plot that needed to be served by each individual story, they all had their own room to breathe. If all the dozens of stories had tied into each other, people would have got confused and bored, and it wouldn't have been as punchy as getting a series of short, complete stories that were all satisfying on their own. This format died of Henry Jekyll. Didn't have any do you get it? An unrelated mystery about human cloning that sort of comes in out of nowhere, and by the way isn't the resolution of the why Jackman exists and looks exactly like Jekyll plot, because Moffat felt like being clever. Hyde starts screaming, "Why am I not a Superman?" like a tiny baby, and Jackman and Hyde merge their personalities, and all the electricity turns off, and he has mind powers, and for some reason a bunch of characters and lines that could have been ripped whole cloth from coupling start turning up in this horror drama 4 episodes in. But the show even commits, in my opinion based on what I liked about it, the cardinal sin. It shows the backstory. The 4th episode is almost entirely long flashbacks showing Jackman gaining the condition and starting to discover it and figure out how to manage it. That's right, Moffat starts in media res, smartly skipping explaining an origin story that's not necessary for getting to the interesting bits that take place in the 1st episode, and then goes back to explain it. The show ends with Jackman's mother, who has appeared intermittently, suddenly transforming into the lady who runs the organisation that's trying to study Hyde.
lean meat, and as is typical of lean meats, this is cut with pork and pork
Why
fat.
does it look like someone
Flavor-wise, it is
threw a reindeer in a blender?
little gamey. Honestly, I much prefer a reindeer steak to this pate, but I still appreciate it. We'll get a nice layer spread out here on our sourdough. It's a good thing we toasted our bread, and there we have it. Reindeer pate.
That's exactly what pate is. Thanks, I hate it.
Next up, let's roll for cheese. 6, dill Havarti. Havarti is a creamy and tangy cheese, and dill is a perfect
This is the same guy who said Thanksgiving dinner is mid at best.
accompaniment
It
for
is.
that. It has a pronounced flavor that I think will help us with the pate here, possibly cover up some of that gaminess. Not a bad roll for this particular sandwich. Next up, let's roll roughage. 3
let's have
cucumber
that
and 5 green onion. Cucumber will
It
be
is.
a fine addition here. We'll add a little bit of crunch and should go great with the dill. But I think the green onion is more of a standout addition. That oniony flavor.
Not bad.
It'll bring in a little bit of savoriness. That nice creamy buttermilk flavor works for me. And of course, a sauce roll needs to be a box of doom roll. Last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. Nat 20, or in this case, a nat right on. So I get to pick today. Well, today I'm going to go
Right
with
on.
this extra hot German mustard. I think we need something bright and strong
That looks
to
good.
kind of help with that gaminess. And the ranch seasoning
that looks
kind of
so
already
good.
brings us flavors of like a mayo or something like that. So the German mustard, I think, is a winner. Let's get our sandwich
Spicy
closed up,
mustard? Hell yeah, I'm in.
get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross section. I mean, it looks pretty good. From a pickle sandwich to a reindeer sandwich, a short but strange week. Let's give this one a taste.
I think it's gonna be pretty good. Maybe like a.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
You're in nowhere. Wait, you're in nowhere. It was. Yes, it was Moo. Oh my god, it was so good. I think I've had dreams about it since. I can't explain it. Anyways, let's
This
continue.
is the first time they've been on the list in their own right. I have
Wait, actually, wait, real quick. Have you guys had these? The Costco version? Are they good? Are these worth buying? Yes, mid, eh. I'm guessing like restaurant ones would be better though. It is fancy as hell. It's like a special event type of place.
heated them up, and we're gonna add them here in a nice layer before we move on to cheese. All right, rolling for cheese.
I do got the Costco. Chat, I filled up half a tank on my truck the other day and I spent $40 because of gas. Costco gas. Absolute cinema.
1, no cheese. Well, you hate to see it, but I guess it's appropriate for an Asian sandwich to not have cheese. Oh well. Let's roll for our roughage. 1 water chestnuts and 9 gold dew. Not
Water
a fan of water
chestnuts.
chestnuts. I pick them out of any stir fry that I end up having with them in it. I don't know what it is.
Ew.
Has figured out that, okay, in order to put together my life, I need to do certain things. But when you try to do those things, pay attention to what sabotages you. What sabotages you is that defensive arrogance. Oh, I can't do that because I'm not like that. I can't do that because other people are like that. I can't do that because I won't seem smart. I'll feel embarrassed to have to go into training where there are noobs who are teaching me how to use PowerPoint. I know how to use PowerPoint. I can figure it out on my own. I don't need someone to train me. I don't need to sit in a class for 2 weeks to learn how to use PowerPoint. I could watch YouTube in 2 hours and figure it out using my own, like watching tutorials and stuff. I don't need this. But the question is, do you end up learning how to use PowerPoint? Do you actually do that? Of course not. You may start to watch one tutorial, but then you click onto something else, and then you actually don't acquire the skills. 2 weeks go by, and you should have sat in the class. But you can't, because it's humiliating. And so catch that in the moment and go to the class anyway. Say, wow, this is me sabotaging. This is me not wanting to be humiliated by...
Okay.
I guess, I don't know. Dude, I don't remember enough about the scene. I was too, like, focused on my own thing. I'm just sus of Aquacort's timing. Like, Eric is, I want to say partially clear because we blinded at around the same time. And we entered Trumbull at around the same time as well. So, like, just off, like, vibes, I feel like he's clear. I just don't know about Aquacord. Because I feel like Aquacord keeps on getting these, like, goofy splits, which are just, like, so slow one part and then so fast another. And it feels like he's doing some dumb task or something as the imposter. I don't know.
In my defense, I only practice endgames, basically. So I feel like my endgames are, like, really good. But
Okay.
I, like, trolled overworld so bad.
Which spawner
And also,
did you play?
dude, I
Describe
got
the spawner you played.
it was, like, the first I went to. It's, like, there's, like, a outway to the left of it.
Okay.
Like a...
That is the end, unfortunately, of this discussion.
We need more time. Aquacord is fucking selling, bro.
How does nobody fucking point out the monster hunter in the overworld?
No.
Dude.
Wait, who do you think it is?
In my head, it's either Aquacord or Eric.
Common colors of the browser, mods, dedicated wallpaper, disabling and enabling mods and individual modifications in the mods menu available from the sidebar. And you can visit the GX store, which shows the wide range of mods available to explore and create. Which, you know, there's some great examples of the official GX mods, right? Like you got the Day 1 mod, you got the very spirited mod, the medieval mod, the GX mod, the lo-fi chill. And some of the great user-generated ones are like this Dark Souls one, the Hades, Fallout, Witcher, Berserk, and Huddog. Also, Opera GX just got a whole lot smarter. With their generative AI and AI tools, you can now access AI prompts and sidebar access to ChatGPT and ChatSonic. Gotta go fast! Let them summarize and find related content for you while you do whatever you want, saving you time and brain power. AI is going to kill us all. Opera GX is also equipped with an important tool that allows you to quickly import all your settings from your previous browsers to Opera GX, like browsing history, bookmarks, and cookies. It's also compatible with every Google Chrome extension. Thank you, Opera GX, for sponsoring the video, and be sure to click my link down below and download Opera GX today.
Thank you, Retro. I feel like I missed a couple of donors, but yeah. More lore. That was just kind of like a flow state. This is the look, chat. If I keep streaming daily, I need you guys to understand that whenever I wake up nice and early and I start playing Clash, I'm always gonna start losing immediately. It's like I have to get past that to start winning. It's like you know, like get the rust off, you know, like can't just get into it and start winning. It's where people warm up, you know. All right. We need more dating apps with Judy. Maybe. Where is Jared? I don't know. I don't know where he is. MC Yum, man. You missed my dono 5 times? Ugh, I'm sorry, Aiden, man, but maybe if you donate a 7th time, I might see it. Alright, I need to lock in, though, jokes aside, because I would like to... I'm actually